Ctv3 News. Honorable Thea Garcia Ramirez addresses allegation against former Ambassador Said Badiguera. Foreign Minister Honorable Francis Fonseca highlights U.S.-Belize security partnership and bilateral talks during Washington visit. Belize Coast Guard intercepts heavily armed Guatemalan gunboat near Hunting Key, raising sovereignty concerns. And Muffles High School Robotics Camp wraps up with exciting student projects and bright future in tech. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Friday, July 25th, 2025.
Let's all be safe during the rainy season. Belize Electricity Limited reminds you that heavy rains can cause flooding in your neighborhood and on roads. Avoid driving or walking in flooded areas, which can have hidden dangers such as debris and fallen power lines. Belize Electricity Limited cares about your safety. Please stay safe.
Fiestarama 2025, bigger, bolder, and better at the People's Stadium, August 2nd and 3rd. On Saturday, come out and enjoy football competition, Pro FC 17, Mr. Gerrans, Fire Starter, Technoban, and Sweet Pain. On Sunday, Dog Show, Cabalgata, Mexican Car Show, Panorific Steel Band, Buster B Band, Los Tios, DJ Baba, Father Jesse, mechanical rides, foods, drinks, and more. See you there.
World shifts to regional supply chains, Belize is poised to lead. This is where blue innovation meets green ambition, and orange creativity thrives. Join us for the Belize Investment Summit 2025, September 3rd to 5th at the Sunset Carib in San Pedro. From agribusiness to aquaculture, from renewable energy to digital services, from tourism to trade, this is the future of regional integration, and it starts here. Whether you're returning home, expanding regionally, or entering new markets, Belize welcomes you. Why Belize? Why now? Belize Investment Summit 2025, Bridging Markets, Building Resilience. September 3rd to 5th at Sunset Carib, San Pedro. Visit investmentsummit.bz to register and be part of shaping the investment frontier.
Fiestarama 2025, bigger, bolder, and better at the People's Stadium, August 2nd and 3rd. On Saturday, come out and enjoy football competition, Pro FC 17, Mr. Gerrans, Fire Starter, Technoban, and Sweet Pain. On Sunday, Dog Show, Cabalgata, Mexican Car Show, Panorific Steel Band, Buster B Band, Los Tios, DJ Baba, Father Jesse, mechanical rides, foods, drinks, and more. See you there.
Josetón presenta Los Cumbia Kings. Los Cumbia Kings en concierto. Este 30 de agosto en el Estadio del Pueblo, Orange World Belice. Los Cumbia Kings en vivo. No tengo dinero ni nada que dar. No te pierdas el concierto del año que te hará bailar como nunca. General 150, VIP 200 y Platino $350. Boletos a la venta en la aplicación QuiPass, disponible en Android y iPhone. También con Mechas, gracias al patrocinio de
BTV, Mechas,
La aplicación Express Plus,
Cuellos,
Instituto Nacional de Cultura e Historia,
Lock and Loaded, Mark Production, Quick Pass, Lighthouse.
Joanna Rodriguez. Honorable Thea Garcia Ramirez, Minister of the Ministry of Human Development, Family Support, and Gender Affairs, spoke today regarding the serious allegations made against a former ambassador to Cuba and current educator Saeed Badiguera. The minister expressed deep concern over the allegations brought forward by a 16-year-old minor from San Ignacio town. According to reports received, the incident in question reportedly occurred on Monday, July 14th in Benquevejo. It is alleged that the minor was under the influence of alcohol at the time. Saeed Badiguera, age 50, has been charged with 4 counts of sexual assault, 1 count of causing harm, and procuring defilement through threats. The charges stem from a complaint filed last week by the minor, prompting an investigation by local authorities. Speaking to us today, Minister Garcia Ramirez emphasized the government's commitment to protecting minors and ensuring that justice is served.
First of all, I want to ask the public and the media to be very careful on how they share information, because oftentimes sharing the name and face of the perpetrator will lead you to know who the victim is. So a lot of times the authorities and even the ministry will not share the names of the perpetrators, not because we want to shield them, but because we are trying to safeguard the dignity and the integrity of the victim. That being said, it is my position, and I believe the position of the ministry and the greater government, that all of these allegations must be investigated, no matter who it is, no matter who they're against. It should not matter whether the person was a government official, what his social status is. They must all be investigated, and in addition to that, I think that once investigation is complete, let the chips fall where they must, because this is a pandemic now in Belize. It is widespread. What I am glad for, though, that it seems that the general public is now more able to express, and you see more reports, and so they're not keeping it back, because let us be honest, these things have always occurred in Belize, and it is just now that people are saying, no, enough of that. We need to report and hold these people accountable. I have seen, as everyone has seen, the comments on social media, and even Mr. Guerra's interview. And I reserve my judgment because obviously this is an ongoing investigation by the police, and they are allegations. But there are many times when we look at the the situations, and there is what we call an imbalance of power. When somebody has had authority, such as a teacher and a student, there's a clear imbalance of power there, and that is what we can say clearly. There may be some abuse.
Over the past weeks, many cases involving minors have come to light, ranging from allegations of sexual to physical abuse. While those accused are often found guilty in the court of public opinion, Minister Garcia Ramirez says, as a society, we must let the law take its course.
I see a lot of judgment as well. I think that we should wait for the police to finish their investigation, and charges have been levied already, and I am hoping that the victims, all the victims in all of these cases, hold fast to their word and allow all of these cases to go to the courts and have the courts decide on the evidence presented. A lot of times, due to the media frenzy, victims and people who have reported these crimes feel very overwhelmed by all the stuff that is said, because they read as well, they have social media, and so a lot of times you will see them withdrawing complaints because they just cannot stand the public pressure of all that is being said. So I want to ask that if we want to see justice prevail, that we measure our comments, that we understand that when we are saying all these things and typing all of these things, that there are real people on the other end, and my heart always goes out to the people that are affected by this. So I would want to just wait on the court to decide before we start the speculation. And I say that because people who are victims are re-victimized all over again in the court of public opinion.
We also reaffirmed that the ministry will cooperate fully with law enforcement agencies and provide necessary support services to the victim. Earlier this week, Foreign Minister Francis Fonseca returned from a two-day official visit to Washington, D.C., where he engaged in a series of high-level meetings aimed at strengthening bilateral ties. Among those meetings, according to Minister Fonseca, was a meeting with Guatemala's foreign minister to discuss various matters of mutual concern.
It was 2 days in Washington, D.C. I thought, 2 full, complete days, but I thought they were very productive days. As you rightly said, we started out the 2-day meeting, the visit, meeting with the Foreign Minister of Guatemala. That was my first meeting. We had a bilateral meeting with the Foreign Minister of Guatemala, where we discussed the ICJ process and discussed the challenges we continue to face on the border in the SARS-2, and discussed generally, Belize-Guatemala relations in terms of trade, investment, other opportunities. So I thought that was a very productive meeting. Later in the day, we had a wider meeting, Belize-Guatemala, under the auspices of the OAS. We had a meeting with the group of friends where both Belize and Guatemala made statements to our group of friends, and we heard from them about their continued support for the process, the ICJ process. So that was very good. All of our group of friends were there. They all reaffirmed their commitment to supporting Belize and Guatemala through this process, as long as it takes, and supporting the work of the OAS. So that was very good. I also, as you said, had a very good meeting with the Secretary General, the new Secretary General of the OAS, His Excellency Albert Ramdin. Again, there we discussed the primary issue I wanted to discuss with him was the continued work of the OAS in the adjacency zone between Belize and Guatemala. But we also discussed regional issues and hemispheric issues, including the situation in Haiti, We talked about reform at the OAS. Many different issues we discussed.
At the heart of the visit was the signing of a memorandum of cooperation with the United States Department of Homeland Security, establishing a new biometric data sharing partnership between the two countries. The agreement marks a significant step forward in collaborative security efforts, though it has also prompted public discussion around privacy and data protection. In an interview with the media this week, Minister Fonseca spoke on the recent agreement and what it means for Belize.
But as a statesman to the region, to the hemisphere, I also had an opportunity to meet with the Secretary of Homeland Security, Secretary Noem. We signed a memorandum of cooperation. It's called the Biometrics Data Sharing Partnership Memorandum of Cooperation. This is a memorandum of cooperation that has its genesis going back to 2009, when a letter of agreement, what they call the Merida Initiative Letter of Agreement, was signed in Belmopan in 2009. And the entire focus of this biometrics data sharing partnership memorandum of cooperation is to promote and support border security and public safety. So it involves two agencies, and it involves the Immigration Department and the Belize Police Department. And they will provide, under this memorandum of cooperation, support to Belize, technological support, software, hardware, and infrastructure to support our work at the border. It's all aimed at combating a shared commitment we have with the U.S., combating narco-trafficking, human trafficking, terrorism, organized crime. That is the whole objective. And I want to make the point, listen, that there is no question about anybody should be concerned about personal data. The memorandum specifically provides safeguards for that and makes sure that no personal data can be transferred to a third party. The memorandum is governed by the national laws of Belize, so everyone continues to enjoy the protection of our constitution and our national laws. I think it's very, very important, a very, very important memorandum of cooperation. If one thing keeps us up at night as a government, it's the threat of narco-trafficking, border security issues. We need all the help and support we can to combat those efforts.
Now, while the signing of the Memorandum of Cooperation is a significant step in the cooperation between both countries, the United States is also pushing for a more consequential agreement, a safe third country agreement. This type of agreement would allow the U.S. to redirect asylum seekers to Belize, requiring them to pursue their asylum claims here rather than in the United States. Several Central American countries have already signed onto similar agreements. However, the foreign minister says that is a matter which Cabinet must discuss deeply.
They have raised it with us as a government. They have provided us with some draft documents. We are reviewing those documents. We're vetting them through our Attorney General's ministry. When that vetting process is completed, then the matter will be tabled at Cabinet if the Prime Minister so deems appropriate. And we'll have a discussion about it then. So that's where we are with it. But yes, indeed, the United States government has raised that issue, as they have with many different countries. I know they've concluded one with Guatemala, I believe, Mexico, with Honduras, with Guyana as well. We are looking at it, vetting it, reviewing it. We'll have a discussion at the appropriate time when the Prime Minister feels that he wishes to table the matter before Cabinet. We'll discuss it and make a decision.
All Earlier this week, the Belize Coast Guard intercepted a Guatemalan vessel near Hunting Key and promptly escorted it out of Belizean territory. According to officials, the Guatemalan sailors claimed they were disoriented and unaware they had crossed into Belizean waters. Now, while the exchange reportedly went down without incident, it has undoubtedly raised some concern as the vessel wasn't just any patrol boat. It was reportedly one of Guatemala's largest and most heavily armed gunboats, typically tasked with patrolling high-tension zones. Given its capabilities and usual deployment areas, the incursion has sparked question whether it was truly a navigational error. In an interview with the media this week, Foreign Minister Francis Fonseca addressed the incident, assuring the public that the Belizean Coast Guard responded with calm professionalism. He emphasized that while national sovereignty must always be protected, diplomacy remains Belize's first line of defense in addressing such sensitive situations.
Yeah, very important issue. Listen, I want to, you've given me the opportunity to make this point, that the people of Belize, in perhaps the most democratic process we have available to us, a referendum, made a decision several years ago, as you all know, to pursue a peaceful resolution of this differendum between Belize and Guatemala. So the people of Belize are committed to a peaceful resolution. So we're pursuing that through the ICJ. The government of Belize has a duty and obligation, while we pursue that peaceful resolution of this case, to obviously protect the national sovereignty of Belize, the territorial integrity of Belize. We have to do that. We have a duty and obligation. The Belize Defense Force, the Belize Coast Guard are out there every day carrying out that duty honorably, faithfully, fearlessly. They're doing it. The event in question, as you pointed out a few days ago, the Coast Guard responded to it immediately when they were notified about the presence of this a vessel. They responded to the site immediately. They got there, they identified it as a GAF vessel within Belizean waters. They followed established protocol. They went up to the vessel. They informed the crew on board who they were, and they advised them that they were in Belizean waters. They had a discussion, a short exchange, and the Coast Guard then escorted the GAF vessel out of Belizean waters. So that is what took place then. People have raised the issue, I know, about diplomatic notes and all of those things. Yes, we do send diplomatic notes. We have many diplomatic notes, but we go beyond that, right? We go beyond that. We have, just as I had in Washington, we had direct exchanges. I discussed the matter of the tensions in the Sarstoon with the Guatemalan foreign minister. We made it very clear to him our position. The Prime Minister has spoken to President Arevalo on more than one occasion about these matters. We have had exchanges between our Minister of Defense and the Guatemalan Minister of Defense on these issues. So we take these matters very seriously.
Coming up next, women of the North break barriers in tech with successful advancing cell phone repair training program. Stay tuned.
Josetón presenta Los Cumbia Kings. Los Cumbia Kings en concierto. Este 30 de agosto en el Estadio del Pueblo, Orange World Belice. Los Cumbia Kings en vivo. No tengo dinero ni nada que dar. No te pierdas el concierto del año que te hará bailar como nunca. General 150, VIP 200 y Platino $350. Boletos a la venta en la aplicación Quipass, disponible en Android y iPhone. También con Mechas, gracias al patrocinio de
BTV, Mechas,
La aplicación Express Plus.
Cuellos,
Instituto Nacional de Cultura e Historia.
Lock and Loaded, Mark Production, Quick Pass, Lighthouse.
This is where blue innovation meets green ambition and orange creativity thrives. Join us for the Belize Investment Summit 2025, September 3rd to 5th at the Sunset Caribe in San Pedro. This is the future of regional integration, and it starts here. Whether you're returning home, expanding regionally, or entering new markets, Belize welcomes you. Why Belize? Why now? Belize Investment Summit 2025, Bridging Markets, Building Resilience. September 3rd to 5th, Sunset Caribe, San Pedro. Visit investmentsummit.bz to register and be part of shaping the investment frontier.
Fiestarama 2025, bigger, bolder, and better at the People's Stadium August 2nd and 3rd. On Saturday, come out and enjoy football competition, Pro FC 17, Mr. Gerrans, Fire Starter, Technoban, and Sweet Pain. On Sunday, Dog Show, Cabalgata, Mexican Car Show, Panorific Steel Band, Buster B Band, Los Tios, DJ Baba, Father Jesse, mechanical rides, foods, drinks, and more. See you there.
It is truly a proud and historic moment for us here in San Ignacio. It gives me great joy to welcome you all to the official opening of the very first wooden basketball court in our community.
The cost of the project in completion was about $200,000. Honorable Mala was willing to assist us with this project. This is a huge, huge investment for us.
There can be serious development through sports, especially if the right foundation, having the right facilities are in place. Then the programs follow. We can't put the carriage front of the house by having the programs, but we only have outdoor facilities. Belize rain 6 months out of the year, and having outdoor facilities is just not enough.
Our focus is going to be on education because that's a part of using sports as a vehicle to get as many of our athletes to international schools to play football, basketball, volleyball, track, whatever it is. The other thing is health. 33% of our people are afflicted by diabetes, hypertension, or some ailment like that. And those things can be prevented. So we want to create again the facilities where people can go exercise, have fun.
Electricity is evolving, and BEL is leading the way with smarter connections across Belize. Meet AMI, Advanced Metering Infrastructure. It's not just a meter, it's a smarter way to manage power. Smart meters record your energy use in real time and securely send the data to BEL. Key customer benefits include real-time insights into energy usage, improved home energy planning, integration of solar, battery, and EV technologies, and innovative customer service solutions. Get ready! AMI is coming soon to municipalities across Belize, including the Keys, to give you more control and reliability. BEL, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
World shifts to regional supply chains, Belize is poised to lead. This is where blue innovation meets green ambition, and orange creativity thrives. Join us for the Belize Investment Summit 2025, September 3rd to 5th at the Sunset Caribe in San Pedro. From agribusiness to aquaculture, from renewable energy to digital services, from tourism to trade. This is the future of regional integration, and it starts here. Whether you're returning home, expanding regionally, or entering new markets, Belize welcomes you. Why Belize? Why now? Belize Investment Summit 2025, Bridging Markets, Building Resilience, September 3rd to 5th at Sunset Caribe, San Pedro. Visit investmentsummit.bz to register and be part of shaping the investment frontier.
Fiestarama 2025, bigger, bolder, and better at the People's Stadium August 2nd and 3rd. On Saturday, come out and enjoy football competition, Pro FC 17, Mr. Gerrans, Fire Starter, Technoban, and Sweet Pain. On Sunday, Dog Show, Cabalgata, Mexican Car Show, Panorific Steel Band, Buster B Band, Los Tios, DJ Baba, Father Jesse, mechanical rides, foods, drinks, and more. See you there. Fiestarama 2025, bigger, bolder, and better at the People's Stadium August 2nd and 3rd. On Saturday, come out and enjoy football competition, Pro FC 17, Mr. Gerrans, Fire Starter, Technoban, and Sweet Pain. On Sunday, Dog Show, Cabalgata, Mexican Car Show, Panorific Steel Band, Buster B Band, Los Tios, DJ Baba, Father Jesse, mechanical rides, foods, drinks, and more. See you there.
The Ministry of Investment, through its Investment Policy and Compliance Unit IPCU, in collaboration with the Taiwan Technical Mission and the Ministry of Human Development, Family Support and Gender Affairs, through the National Women's Commission, launched Phase 2, an advanced course of the project, a cell phone repair training for women in Belize 1 week ago in Corozal. Today, the 14 women who took part in the program proudly received their certificate of completion during a special ceremony which was attended by Honorable Thea Garcia Ramirez, Minister of Ministry of Human Development, Family Support and Gender Affairs, who through her think tank team and other collaborators, including the Office of the Prime Minister and the Ministry of Investment and the Taiwan Technical Mission in Belize, brought the idea to life. With the success of the 2024 cohorts in Corozal and Orange Walk, an advanced training was proposed to re-engage the 15 women who remain active and dedicated in the tech repair business.
And that it all worked out. I truly believe in empowering women in the tech and tech repair field, because I believe that it's non-traditional, and something like this really gives them the opportunity to earn more, earn greater than some of the traditional fields like agriculture or agro-processing. And it's really been just a huge testament to the resilience of women, to the fact that they are an untapped economic powerhouse of this country, that I think this government has truly seen it and seen them and is willing to invest in them and take a chance in them. And so I'm very, very grateful.
Gaining access to more advanced technological skills, the participants learn to be more competitive in the market by enhancing their proficiency in micro-soldering, short-circuit diagnostics, and chip-level repairs. Participants will gain practical experience in firmware repair, data recovery, and system unlocking.
Es una gran oportunidad porque es un beneficio que nosotros, como dice el maestro, podemos tener un dinerito en la casa.
Referral to the boost of us to repair food and to get into knowing about the phone. This week we were given like a skeleton of the phone, like you're looking into another dimension of looking into the phone regarding, like you're seeing it through a screen or something like that, right? Like not just seeing the actual phone, but you're going to see what the phone compartments are made of, right? And we were given a small little telescope because of our blindness, if we cannot see a little part that is in the phone when we are regarding repairing, right? Because sometimes there's a little speck, and if we cannot weld that little speck with the naked eyes, we use the telescope connected to a computer, and that was one of the greatest lessons that we learned this week.
And empowered by their newfound skills and technical expertise, participants expressed pride in overcoming challenges and breaking barriers in a traditionally male-dominated industry. As they step into the workforce equipped with specialized knowledge, these 14 women now serve as inspiring role models for others seeking to pursue careers in technology and repair services. After 4 days of hands-on learning and discovery, Muffles High School today wrapped up its robotics camp with an impressive showcase of student projects. The camp, designed for incoming freshmen, gave students a chance to explore the world of robotics, coding, and microchip technology in a fun and engaging environment. Throughout the week, students worked in groups to design and build straightforward robots, which they proudly presented today to visiting parents, teachers, and fellow students. The atmosphere was filled with excitement and curiosity as the young innovators explained how their robots worked and what they had learned.
Alright, so me, group 1, is presenting about the oscillating fan. So basically how it works, it has a ultrasonic sensor, and that sensor measures distance. So once you put your hand to a certain distance, it will start spinning, but if you move it, it won't, it will stop. Alright.
How did you guys manage to do this?
How did we manage to do this? Well, basically, it was the help of our teachers, our group members, and the teacher's assistants, because he did have some assistants. If we had any questions, we'd ask him, and it only simplified our work, so it was easier to handle working with this robot.
And what were some of the things that you guys used in order to have this functioning?
Well, we used a motherboard with a battery attached to it, so that counts as one thing. Then we have the microbit chip, and we also have the program, the code, and from the website, you grab the code and you drag and drop it to the microbit chip.
What do you felt was the most challenging part of this entire process?
Making the ultrasonic sensor work. At first, we attached it in the back, and it didn't work. It did not work, it did not turn on, but then with some assistance from our teachers' help, we managed to put it at the front, and it began working. So that's the only problem we really had, the only major problem.
So the ultrasonic sensor will shoot out ultrasonic waves, which will, if an object is in the distance, it will relay information back through the waves, and then it will alert the MBIT chip, which has a program downloaded into it. It will then alert the board to power up this motor. This is how it works. So if my hand is back here, it measures by distance, not motion. So if I move here, it won't work, but if my hand is right here, in the range, it will start to work.
What was your favorite part about this entire project?
My favorite part was building because I built it.
And what would you say that you will take away in terms of this entire experience for you?
Just knowing how this works and stuff, because I didn't know how an ultrasonic sensor used to work.
One group of students shared how the camp not only introduced them to robotics, but also gave them the opportunity to make new friends and collaborate on new and exciting works.
It is named the Clip Robot. The Clip Robot is used to transport things, like small little things compared to the size, right? We went about it like we used little building blocks and we built it, as you can see right there. They're basically just Legos, and yeah, it's just like building Legos and putting extra little stuffs.
Talk to us about some of the things that you guys, in terms of the throughout the process, that you guys saw a little bit challenging while trying to get your project to work.
Yeah, we definitely saw some challenging things. As you can see right here, it has some clamps. These clamps, we had a very challenging thing because they would open and we would need an app to control it. So when the clamps would open, they wouldn't close because when we tried to close them, the app would just crash and we wouldn't be able to close them. But we kind of managed to fix it, but we found out that the problem is mostly the app since it's outdated and it needs to be updated.
We each gave each other roles to do, like the coders and the builders and who's going to make the presentation and stuff. Together we worked on this. I helped with the coding and building a little bit.
How does your robot actually work? What makes it work?
This is the micro bit. It powers the wheels and it can send a Bluetooth signal to the phone where he can control it. You have to plug like a charger in here to your laptop and go to a website and insert the codes into the microchip.
Now, you guys come from different schools, I imagine. Talk to us about how that experience was for you guys, working together as a group and, now joining the same high school.
I was a bit nervous to meet the other people, but I got along with them very well.
So it was fun?
Yes, it was fun.
Another group highlighted how the experience boosted their confidence and sparked a deeper interest in technology.
Our robot is a unicycle, and how it works, it has a gear contraption that lets it move upside down, as you see, and it also has a feature to change lights. It also has a feature to change lights, and it could turn them off. And at first, the robot was difficult to build because the gear contraption and how it moved was a difficult part. Getting the wiring correct and just the coding in general was hard because we had to code it to a perfect state so it could move a certain way and not move in an opposite direction.
Talk to us about what was your favorite part personally about this project.
My favorite part of the project was actually building the robot. It got me to learn a lot of new tricks because I always thought building a robot was cool. So, and the gear contraption, it was really difficult, but it was also really fun because it challenged my brain.
Working together.
It was fun because they just put us in a group and we didn't really much know each other. So this whole week we've been working in the robotics and we're all in the same group, all of us. And we got to know each other really well, and everybody in my group, they do their part. They do everything really, really well. And I like that everybody in our group, we try our best and we do our best.
Was this the first time that you were being exposed to robotics, and how was that for you?
Yes, it's the first time. It was actually really fun. I didn't know how to make a robot. I was my whole life I've been wondering how do I make a robot? That sounds so cool. And then this week we finally learned how to make a robot, and it's the coding, that's pretty challenging, but the robot, when you're finished with the final product, it's super cool, and it's really fun to use and show to everybody and play with. It's just a really fun experience.
This year's robotics summer camp, according to teacher at the institution, William Robinson, forms part of the school's ongoing shift towards a competency-based curriculum which emphasizes hands-on learning and the development of real-world skills.
Well, I think it's important in summertime when people are graduating and looking for opportunities to continue education to foster these kinds of engagement and exchanges for culture and just for information so people.
Our robot is a unicycle, and how it works, it has a gear contraption that lets it move upside.
As the camp concluded, the excitement on the students' faces made one thing clear: the future of tech innovation and muffles is in bright hands. Cultural ties and promote youth engagement, the Belize Youth Movement BYM Corozal today hosted a youth cultural exchange and commemoration of Hugo Chavez's legacy. Venezuelan Ambassador to Belize, His Excellency Gerardo Argote, and Minister of Human Development, Family and Gender Affairs, Thea Garcia Ramirez, were among today's special invited guests. While the cultural exchange conversation initiated with a special program rooted in the movement is to identify initiatives that could provide youths from Corozal with unique opportunities for international exposure, skill development, and cultural appreciation.
Well, I think it's important in summertime when people are graduating and looking for opportunities to continue education to foster these kinds of engagement and exchanges for culture and just for information so people can know what opportunities there are and what other countries offer Belize. Corozal, being at one extreme of the country, sometimes doesn't get all the information. So when the BYM was contacted by the ambassador, we immediately jumped on it. I am here just as a support, just to encourage people to explore all the options, because the more options you have, then you will be able to make those contacts, ensure that you secure a spot, even if it's not in Belize. Traveling and cultural exchanges by way of scholarships can only serve to enrich and broaden your horizons, enrich your lives. And so this is something that I encourage, and I'm happy to be up. So what we're hoping to do today is to have the ambassador tell us about opportunities. There are already opportunities for vocational and technical, so not just your mainstream education in university, first degree or a master's degree, but also I think Venezuela has opportunities for VOTEC scholarships as well. And so we're here to explore and to see and to hear from the ambassador what he has to offer, and also to learn more about his country.
As for the president of the BYM Corozal chapter, Dylan Casanova, he is elated about the discussion that lies ahead.
Well, I feel very proud. When I heard about it, I was excited about it, to invite my members, not only from the BYM group, but also from Corozal Town, because we have a lot of students that are left out, and this is a great opportunity for them.
If there are scholarships and that we're able to match people with the scholarships available, certainly the BYM will ensure that we push as many of our young people to go there. But as well, I believe that the ambassador and the embassy will have a lot of input to who says. I am equal opportunity. Not only BYM members are invited, but the general public as well.
Belize has enjoyed several benefits from its friendly relationship with Venezuela over the years. The country has received humanitarian aid, including medical supplies and educational support, which has significantly improved the community health and educational access. Additionally, Venezuela's investment program and cultural exchanges have contributed to fostering great regional cooperation and understanding. And more news after the break. Stay tuned.
In the heart of the Americas lies a country that connects nations, cultures, and commerce. Belize, where CARICOM, Central America, and Southeastern Mexico meet, offers more than beauty, it offers opportunity. A stable democracy, a bilingual workforce. And in this new global trade era, Belize is more than a destination. It's the nexus of tomorrow's investment frontier. A robust logistics and trade infrastructure connects you to over 200 million consumers. And as the world shifts to regional supply chains, Belize is poised to lead. This is where blue innovation meets green ambition, and orange creativity thrives. Join us for the Belize Investment Summit 2025, September 3rd to 5th at the Sunset Caribe in San Pedro. From agribusiness to aquaculture, from renewable energy to digital services, from tourism to trade, this is the future of regional integration, and it starts here. Whether you're returning home, expanding regionally, or entering new markets, Belize welcomes you. Why Belize? Why now? Belize Investment Summit 2025, Bridging Markets, Building Resilience, September 3rd to 5th at Sunset Caribe, San Pedro. Visit investmentsummit.bz to register and be part of shaping the investment frontier.
Fiestarama 2025, bigger, bolder, and better at the People's Stadium on the 2nd and 3rd. On Saturday, come out and enjoy football competition, Pro FC 17, Mr. Jaraz, Fire Starter, Technoban, and Sweet Pain. On Sunday, Dog Show, Cabalgata, Mexican Car Show, Panorific Steel Band, Buster B Band, Los Tios, DJ Baba, Father Jesse, mechanical rides, foods, drinks, and more. See you there.
Electricity is evolving, and BEL is leading the way with smarter connections across Belize. Meet AMI, Advanced Metering Infrastructure. It's not just a meter, it's a smarter way to manage power. Smart meters record your energy use in real time and securely send the data to BEL. Key customer benefits include real-time insights into energy usage, improved home energy planning, integration of solar, battery, and EV technologies, and innovative customer service solutions. Get ready! AMI is coming soon to municipalities across Belize, including the Keys, to give you more control and reliability. BEL, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
It is truly a proud and historic moment for us here in San Ignacio. It gives me great joy to welcome you all to the official opening of the very first wooden basketball court in our community.
The cost of the project in completion was about $200,000. Honorable Mala was willing to assist us with this project. This is a huge, huge investment for us.
There can be serious development through sports, especially if the right foundation, having the right facilities are in place. Then the programs follow. We can't put the carriage front of the house by having the programs, but we only have outdoor facilities. Belize rain 6 months out of the year, and having outdoor facilities is just not enough.
Our focus is going to be on education because that's a part of using sports as a vehicle to get as many of our athletes to international schools to play football, basketball, volleyball, track, whatever it is. The other thing is health. 33% of our people are afflicted by diabetes, hypertension, or some ailment like that. And those things can be prevented. So we want to create again the facilities where people can go exercise, have fun.
World shifts to regional supply chains, Belize is poised to lead. This is where blue innovation meets green ambition, and orange creativity thrives. Join us for the Belize Investment Summit 2025, September 3rd to 5th at the Sunset Carib in San Pedro. From agribusiness to aquaculture, from renewable energy to digital services, from tourism to trade, this is the future of regional integration, and it starts here. Whether you're returning home, expanding regionally, or entering new markets, Belize welcomes you. Why Belize? Why now? Belize Investment Summit 2025, Bridging Markets, Building Resilience, September 3rd to 5th at Sunset Carib, San Pedro. Visit investmentsummit.bz to register and be part of shaping the investment frontier.
Fiestarama 2025, bigger, bolder, and better at the People's Stadium on the 2nd and 3rd. On Saturday, come out and enjoy football competition, Pro FC 17, Mr. Gerrans, Fire Starter, Technoban, and Sweet Pain. On Sunday, Dog Show, Cabalgata, Mexican Car Show, Panorific Steel Band, Buster B Band, Los Tios, DJ Baba, Father Jesse, mechanical rides, foods, drinks, and more. See you there. Fiestarama 2025, bigger, bolder, and better at the People's Stadium on the 2nd and 3rd. On Saturday, come out and enjoy football competition, Pro FC 17, Mr. Gerrans, Fire Starter, Technoban, and Sweet Pain. On Sunday, Dog Show, Cabalgata, Mexican Car Show, Panorific Steel Band, Buster B Band, Los Tios, DJ Baba, Father Jesse, mechanical rides, foods, drinks, and more. See you there.
The Ministry of Human Development, Families and Indigenous Peoples Affairs, along with the National Commission for Families and Children, NCFC, is strongly condemning all acts of sexual violence against children following recent disturbing reports of assaults involving both boys and girls across the country. In a joint statement today, the ministry and the NCFC expressed deep outrage and described such acts as grave violations of children's rights, dignity, and well-being. The agency said these crimes inflict lifelong trauma and erode the social fabric of Belizean society. Sexual violence against children is unacceptable under any circumstance and must never be excused or minimized regardless of the alleged perpetrators. The recent incidents have brought renewed urgency for stronger protective systems and greater public vigilance. The ministry and the NCFC are now calling on several key sectors to act. First, law enforcement to carry out thorough and immediate investigations into all allegations of child sexual abuse. The judiciary to ensure swift and appropriate sentencing that reflects the seriousness of such crimes. And lastly, the public to speak out, report suspected abuse, and support survivors in seeking justice and healing. As part of the ongoing efforts, the ministry reaffirmed its commitment to strengthening child protection frameworks and working alongside community partners to ensure that every child in Belize can grow up in a safe and nurturing environment. The public is reminded that silence enables abuse, and reporting suspected cases could help save a child from further harm. Tomorrow, Saturday, and on Sunday, the Corozal Commercial Free Zone will celebrate 30 years of being under operation, and they will do so in style. The two-day activity will feature a number of Belizean and Mexican artists who will entertain visitors from Quintana Roo and beyond. According to the Chief Executive Officer of the Free Zone, Neri Ramirez, the objective is to give back to visitors for their unconditional support over the years.
We are very excited at the Corozal Free Zone for organizing for the first time anniversary. The Free Zone is there for 30 years now, and it's time for us to start to put some kind of festivity every year and promote the free zone more and more. For this weekend, we are organizing, it all starts at 12 o'clock, noon, and it will finish at 8 o'clock at the night. We have a lineup of artists. In addition, all the stores are going to do their own promotion. One of them who has come up and is going allowed is Aldo's Company Limited at the Carousel Free Zone, who also doing his own events on Saturday and Sunday. He's also bringing artists, so you're going to have additional artists. Also, what we are going to do is that we're going to raffle. One of the main raffle is cost over 100,000 pesos. It includes a round trip for a family of 5 to San Pedro on Tropic Air, everything paid for. As you know, most Mexicans on Chetumal doesn't have passport. We are already catering and budgeting for the payment of the immigration fees, and they're going to go and enjoy at Sunset Carib in San Pedro. So 3 nights and 4 days, everything included, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's going to be an amazing price.
With all the promotion that's been taking place, do you expect a huge influx of Mexicans to the free zone over the weekend?
Yes, it has already started, Cami, from last weekend. Last weekend we received over 3,000 Mexican vehicles on the weekend, just the weekend. So it's already started.
And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Monday, July 28th here on Ctv3 News and Face FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/ctv3belizenews or our YouTube channel at ctv3 News BZ. From all of us here at Ctv3 News, have a safe and pleasant weekend. Thank you for watching and listening. Good night.